Good morning, welcome to Catex TV. My name is Frank Fortunato. Today is Wednesday, October 29th, 2014. You can follow us on Twitter at Catex TV. One thing is sure, tonight, one way or the other, the American baseball season will finally end after 8.5 months. The Kansas City Royals defeated the Giants from San Francisco last night, and tonight is Game 7, so somebody will finally emerge as the world champion. An unmanned U.S. supply rocket exploded shortly after lifting off from a commercial launch pad in Wallops Island, Virginia. It occurred about 6:22 p.m. last evening. It was the first flight that NASA had contracted with a private contractor to run cargo up to the International Space Station. The craft was owned by Orbital Sciences Corporation. It was carrying about 5,000 pounds of supplies up to the space station. A similar ship launched from Russia about an hour later. That proceeded without incident, also unmanned. The space station is not in danger of running out of food anytime soon. The insurance covered for the mission, according to the Orbital Science Company president, is valued at about $200 million. So it will be covered. It's not known yet who has this in the London market. Interestingly enough, the engines on the rocket, it's not yet known what component failed, but the engines on the rocket are 30-year-old engines from the Soviet Union's space program after they abandoned their moon launch effort. Orbital Sciences apparently procured these 30-year-old Soviet engines and have modified them to use for the commercial flights. Rescuers are losing hope that 18 workers trapped underground at a coal mine in southern Turkey are alive. Part of the pit, about 980 feet below the surface of the earth, flooded while the miners were working. The president of Turkey, Erdogan, has canceled his Republic Day celebrations, and he's visiting the mine right now. A mudslide triggered by monsoon rains in Sri Lanka have left about 250 workers missing. This occurred at a tea estate about 135 miles east of the capital of Colombo. It was the Miria Beta tea estate. The Bank of England has written to dozens of reinsurers and insurance companies as it seeks to gain a better understanding of the risk that climate change might pose to their solvency. This is according to an article in the Financial Times. The FT reports that it has seen a letter from the Bank of England which asks whether the 30 or so reinsurers or insurers quizzed have any idea when rising temperatures or more frequent weather extremes might begin to affect their earnings, solvency, or even viability as a business. The letters also ask whether insurers have considered the impacts of climate change in their assets and investments. Where have these people been? This is all the insurance industry has been talking about for the past 15 years. And of course they have considered these points quite finely and carefully. It's amazing. The White House computer network has been hit by what appears to be a sustained cyber attack. This is according to administration sources. The executive office of the president regularly gets hit by cyber attacks. Usually they're sort of unsophisticated attacks, but this one was quite sophisticated and apparently knocked out the White House system, the unclassified system, for a number of hours earlier this week. Network outages are not uncommon. This particular attack actually was quite uncommon, and indicated an attack of significant strength. It's also suspected that the attack may have originated somewhere in Asia. A 4.7 magnitude earthquake struck the American island of Guam at about 9 p.m. local time last night. No reports of any damage or injuries. Meanwhile, there was a significant earthquake, comparatively speaking, in Nottinghamshire, England. It was a 2.6 earthquake. It struck at about 9:17 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time last evening, and it actually lasted for about 15 seconds, according to witnesses. No reports of any damage or injuries. Tropical storm Hanna has made landfall near the Nicaragua-Honduras border yesterday, dumping about a foot of rain in the area. This was after heavy rain that struck the area last week as well. The president of Zambia, Michael Sata, has died at the age of 77 in London. He was there for treatment of a medical condition of an undisclosed nature. Mr. Sata was nicknamed King Cobra because of his venomous tongue. It's not clear who the next leader of the country will be, but it may be decided at a cabinet meeting in Luanda later today. Well, I guess we know that Kim Jong-un is actually back at the helm in North Korea now. As many as 50 senior members of the North Korean government and military have been publicly executed so far in the past 6 weeks. This is according to South Korea's intelligence agency. The victim of the purges, including 10 members of the ruling Workers' Party, were executed by firing squad for a host of offenses, including bribery, womanizing, or watching South Korean soap operas. Many of the officials singled out by Kim Jong-un were reportedly close to Mr. Kim's uncle, Jang Song-thaek, who was executed last year for supposedly plotting treason crimes against him. The ongoing elimination of Jang's allies indicate that Kim is getting rid of potential sources of opposition and building his own power base, although executing a member of the ruling party for watching a South Korean TV show hints at a trumped-up charge. Defectors from North Korea say that pirated versions of South Korean and Chinese TV programs are widely available in North Korea on the black market. That's the news for today. If we have any breaking news, we'll come back and tell you. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.